Hello, Crazy Big Farm here to show you how I designed the farm goal sheets to work. You can find a link to the goal sheets on my homepage under printable sheets. And as you can see, I got one for each of the 3 permanent farms and one for each of the 3 temporary farms. The permanent farms have 2 pages that you can print out, and the temporary farms have 3 pages that you can print out, because I also added this section here for you to figure out the happiness you're going to end up with on that farm. Okay, so for this example, we're going to use the flower farm. Alright, so let's go back to my farm. And as you can see, I added a new olive grove, so I want to make sure that I have enough workers on this farm to support that olive grove. And I'm going to use my editor to go through this with you so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, on page 1, this is the page that I suggest that you print out at least. And if you don't want to print it out, you can just figure out your totals and write them down on a piece of paper and add them all up, and it'll still work. And if you do print this out, you might want to go ahead and laminate it so you can use it over and over and over again without printing a new one. But on page 1, section 1, this is all the buildings you can build and upgrade on your farm. And section 2 covers all your workers, like your houses and your cabin on the flower farm, and it'll be a farmhouse on the main farm. Okay, so let's get started. First on the list, we have to find out how many meadows we have. So I'll go back to my farm, and I have only 1 meadow. So I would put type of 1 in here. The first column is the names of all the buildings you can build or upgrade. The next column tells you how many workers it's going to need to make this, like for the meadow, to make it level 9, I will need 50 workers. And so I got the total number of workers you needed down here. And in this row, you would put in how many you have of each building. These are already done with ones because you can only have 1 on this farm. And then this column is for your total of workers that the total amount of buildings are going to take. All right? So next on the list is any special meadows. And on my flower farm, I have 4 fertile meadows. And I hope to replace these eventually with the friendship meadows, but that's going to take me some time. So for now, I'm just going to leave these at level 5 because I will end up demolishing them when I do get a friendship meadow to replace it. So I have 4 fertile meadows at level 5. So we go back, go back to my list, and you would just put a line through here and use these spaces down here for partial buildings. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this down here so I know that this is special meadows, and I have 4 of them, or level 5, and I have 4 of them. And on page 2, I can find out just how many workers I'm going to need to take those special meadows to level 5. So you would go down on the cross, so across and up to level 5. So I need 33 workers. So I would type 33 in here. And Windows comes with a handy little calculator. So let's open our calculator, and we're going to go 33 times 4. $132. So I would write 132 over here. And up here for the meadow, I'm sorry, I didn't finish it. there's only one, so you type in 50 workers there. All right, and then next on the list is the olive grove. So we go back to the farm. Oh, I keep doing that, I'm sorry. Go back to my farm, and I'm going to count how many olive groves I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to go here, and we're going to type 5 in here. And then with the calculator, we will go 5 times 25. 25 is 125. So we would write 125 in for the total. All right, next on the list is the Averys. So we'll go back to the farm and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I know 15 Averys is overkill, but I'm greedy. So we will put 15 in here, and it would be 15 times 25. Times 25, 375 workers for my Averys. Okay, and next on the list is the citrus grove. And we'll go back to the farm, and I have 1, 2, 3 of those. So we're gonna write 3 in here. And they take 22 workers. So we'll do our calculator, and we'll go 22 times 3. 22 times 3, 66. Okay, in the shop, okay, well, there's a max level shop will take 115 workers. And if, in my opinion, a max shop isn't ever going to pay for itself, so I took my shop to level 8, and that's where I'm going to keep it. See? So I am just going to put a level 8 here. So I will, down here on the bottom, I would type in shop, and then I would type in level 8. And then you go to page 2, and you figure how much workers you're going to need for a level 8 shop. So level 8 shop is 86 workers. That's a hell of a lot less than 115. Okay. So I would type in 86 here. And you can only have one. So I would go right over here and type in 86. All right. And then I'll put a dash in here so I know I'm skipping this. In the library, you can only have one, so you carry the 5 over. Distillery takes 105 workers, so carry over 105. The mixing plant takes 16 workers, so carry over 16. And the nursery takes 5, so you carry over 5. And then that's all my buildings on my farm that I need workers for. So we'll go back to the sheet, and we're going to total them all up. All right? So let's get my calculator and clear it. And first we'll go 50 plus 125 plus 375 plus 66 plus 5 plus 105 plus 16 plus 5 plus 132 plus 86, and that equals 965. So down here you would put workers needed 965. Let me double check that to make sure. Yeah, 965. And then you bring that total over to section 2 where it says total from line 1A. So I would type in 695 there. And the cabin on the flower farm only goes up to level 7, and you'll only get 60 workers from it. So you would minus that 60 workers from 695. So we'll go minus 60 equals 905. 905. So this total here is telling me that I need houses that will, enough houses that will give me 905 workers altogether, okay? And if they go ahead and upgrade the cabin for the flower farm where we'll get more workers, I will update these sheets for you, okay? Okay, so let's go back to my, all right, now section 3 is where you tally up all your houses that you have. So let's go back to the farm and see how many red houses we have. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I put appearances on my other ones, and if you have trouble finding them, you go up and you put your farm in outline view, and then you can find your houses because they look like houses. All right, and that's a simple house, and that's a simple house. So I had 15 up here, or no, 16 up here, I'm sorry, and 2 more makes 18, because these are both my island houses. So then we'll go back to the sheet, and we're going to go simple houses are 18. And so I would go to page 2, okay? Now you can either look at it this way, where a simple house, level 8 simple house gives you 45, and you could go 18 times 45, or you could look at this handy little chart here that I got made up for you and go 18 red houses gives me 810 workers. So I'll go back to page 1, and I will put in 810 workers here. And then you go back to your farm. I don't have any fancy houses because I'm too cheap to spend the gold. So we'll go back to the farm, and we're going to count our island houses. And I have 1, 2 island houses, and that's it. All right. So now we'll go back, and we'll put 2 in here. And then we go to page 2. And 2 blue or island houses will give me 94 workers. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to put in 94. And then we'll add it up. So we'll go 810 plus 94 equals 904. And then we carry on the 2A. We put that down here, which was 905. And then from 3A, we got 904. And go figure, I'm minus 1 worker. So I would put minus 1 there. And I'm not going to build another house for 1 worker. So what I'm going to do, that olive grove is still upgrading. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to redo my list over here. So I'm going to go 4 at 25, and then I'm going to put Olive Grove down here. And we're going to go to page 2. Okay, with the olive groves. All right, where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. For level 9 olive grove, I need 25 workers. But if I build a level 8 olive grove, I only need 22 workers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this olive grove a level 8, 22 workers, and there's only one, so you carry the 22 over here, and up here where the olive groves are, you get rid of that 125. Oops. Okay, go to the calculator and you would go clear. 4 times 25 equals 100. So you put 100 in there. Well, I know that I minus, so I don't have to go through and add this all up again. I know that I minus 1 olive grove from my list, and that was 25 workers. So to make it easy on myself, I will take the original 965, 900, oh, I'm sorry. I would take the total from after the cabin, and I would go 905 minus the 25 from the 1 olive grove, and that gives me 880, okay? And then I would add in the 22 from the 1 olive grove, so I go plus 22 equals 902. So then my total down here is 902. So we have 902. So that gives me a plus of 2. Okay, so that's what I'll do. And just keep in mind that these down here are for your partial buildings. And you could go and change this total. So let's say, so for future references, oops. So I would know, so 902, oops, I'm just messing up. 902, I hope I'm not confusing you, plus the 60 equals 962. So you would put 962 in here. 962. Oops. And that goes over here. 962. 962. Alright? And there. Now I know that I don't have to build any more houses to upgrade that olive grove to level 8. So keep this sheet handy, and then that way I would know that that olive grove isn't going any higher, and the shop isn't going any higher, and the 4 fertile metals aren't going any higher. Okay? And I hope this helps you out. And then I'm going to go back to the sheet and further explain about the temporary things. When you want to figure out your happiness for your temporary farm, well, you know what? I'll just make a different video to do that, okay? Well, I hope this helped you out a lot. You have a good day. Bye.